All right, folks. Welcome back to carburetorsamore.com. 832-221-4007. We got this thing. It's motorcraft 2150. It's delightful. It's got a brand new choke here. This is the aromatic choke, and the best part about these is it never works like this, so you don't have to worry about the car actually starting. So it's good. This one here is another clean, super clean option here. So we're going to tear it down. Hopefully today I'll actually be in the shop so you can actually see me tearing it down instead of just telling stupid stories. So, okay. Let's see here. First of all, we got to take this thing off. Right here. It's early in the morning here. Winds are gusting to 30 to 40 miles an hour. Typical day in the fall here. Come on. There we go. Now, let's get this thing off of here. Let's see here. Holy cow. Alright. You ever went to smack something and you're smacking, it starts turning, you're like, oh crap, I think I'm turning it the wrong way? That was one of those moments. And I've been doing this for a long time. Still have those moments. What was that? Why I use the hammer sideways? Because I have terrible aim, and I will and have hit my hand over here when I'm trying to hit this. Better, yeah, my dad used to get mad at me too. What are you, an idiot? Kinda, yeah, a little bit. At least when it comes to hammering things. That's why I'm not a carpenter. That's cool. That's amazing. See that little fitting? Look at the hole in that thing. Big hole for such a little, you know. Get a lot of fuel flow in that thing. Focus, you stupid thing. There we go. See the hole? A big hole for how small the threads are and the rest of it is. Okay. Yesterday's videos, it was like, ha, ho, ha, 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 and it didn't work. So let's see if this one's a little bit better. Okay. God damn it. I mean, ding dong diddly shoot. There we go. Yeah, these things came on. Motorcraft put these dumb things on everything. Jeeps, Fords, obviously. And they used them all the way up until the 80s, mid-80s somewhere. They have a number. They usually have tags on them, but the tags can be switched, so they don't really tell you exactly what it came on. There's a number here and usually some stuff stamped on the side down by the foot over there. But don't step on your foot, because that's, sucks if you don't have shoes on. Especially if it's something big that steppeth on your foot. So, yeah, these here are solar powered tools. As long as I'm warmed up by the sun, I'm solar powered. I can power these tools. So we don't do the Ooga Dooga machine, as they call it. It strips things down. See there. See. It's all crap. Now we'll put this, as my biology teacher said, we'll throw this right here in file 13. So now, to take this off, how in the what? How did I get that in there? Let's see. No, we're going to take the top off. Get that out. Not even going to mess with that for right now. Do 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 do. Had banana blueberry pancakes this morning for breakfast. Man, they're good. No, they didn't sponsor the show. If they want to, yeah. I'm alright. I'm good. So I know what it takes. Now we can use the remover thing. According to my shop teacher, this originally was called the Jacob's clutch for your drill. Before, you used to have to put a key in there. It was a metal rod with some teeth, gear teeth, and you had to crank it down. I don't know if they still make them, because I haven't looked at tools in a while. But according to my teacher back in the early '90s, this was originally called the Jacob's clutch. And man, they were expensive. If you had a drill with one on it back in the day, that was some, as my dad would have said, you'd been in high cotton. Ta-da! Got it. That's my version of a magic trick. Showed my wife a magic trick. What? Oh, sorry. Boss said I can't tell that joke. Sorry. Let's just say she liked it. Okay. Spray some stuff in there. Lubrication. Yeah, all it is a vent, believe it or not. It doesn't even seal that well, but apparently the car manufacturers thought that this had to go to some sort of charcoal canister thingy to vent the gas in the air to keep from killing the polar bears or some garbage. I don't know. I don't believe it. I think they're full of crap. At least on that part. Then again, I don't believe a lot of what the government tells me. That's a personal problem. Okay, put that off there. Uh-oh. Back up there. Ain't done with you yet. Alrighty. Yeah, that wind is really howling out there. Supposed to be gusting 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. We had freaking rain and tornadoes yesterday. Or stir day, I guess. My daughter always get mad at me because she used to say yesh, Y-E-S-H, today. And I got used to yell at her. She said, well, Dad, you say the same thing. So I started listening to myself, and sure enough, I sound just as dumb as she does. Don't know where I got it from. Probably one of the many times my wife conked me in the head with a hammer in the middle of the night, trying to knock some sense into me. Been 3 hammers doing that, believe it or not. I got some oceanfront property in Arizona. If you're a country fan, you'll recognize that heavy metal tune I was singing there. It's in reference to what I was saying about the hammers. Oh, this has the Daytona float valve deal. Freaking bird feathers. Coyote killed a bird around the house the other day last night. His feathers are flying around the yard now, so that's real nice. Yeah, these are cool. It's a company in Florida called Daytona Float Valve makes them. Pretty neat. No, they're not sponsoring this either. Just tell me what it is. This thing. Leave this out. Oh, there we go. Look at how clean this bowl is. This one's even cleaner than yesterday's carburetor. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that nice dirt. Isn't that awesome? Let's see if we can get a better shot. Look at how clean that is. Yeah, you want your carburetor a little bit cleaner than that. Not too much. But you want it a little bit cleaner than that. Now, if you believe that, I'll sell you the Brooklyn Bridge. And I got some oceanfront property for sale in Arizona. If you've never been to Arizona, you should go in the summertime. Right around July. Weather is terrible. I mean, ask anybody who's ever lived in Phoenix in the summertime when it's nice and cold at about 109, 110, 112, 115 degrees. It's really, really... Now, I know there's hotter places on Earth. Let's not get into a pissing match about whose place is hotter. Yeah, we get that. But we used to live there. And Lord have mercy. Sheesh. Remember one time when it first broke the state record in the late 80s, early 90s. My dad was in Arizona, and my mom's shoe got stuck in the blacktop because the blacktop melted, and her shoe come off, and my dad had to go into the store and buy a cup of water to pour on the ground so that the blacktop would stop melting around her shoe and give her shoe back so she could finish doing what they were doing. Yeah, see the parts of crap? Chunks of old gas is what that actually is. Old fuel. But we shall clean it out. It's a friendly persuasion. Not that song from the 70s, Blue Crystal Persuasion or whatever it's called. The song from, the hippie days, as they called them. Yep. Man, this has to be one of the top 10 nastiest ones I've ever seen. Wow. This thing is just ridiculously gross. But that's what I get paid to do. I get paid to fix things. Remember, if you're not a carburetor guy, don't rebuild it yourself. Send it to me. It's my job. Let me chance blowing up stuff and setting things on fire while I'm fixing your carburetor. You don't want to burn your garage down. That's my job. Not to burn the garage down, but to fix the carburetor. That safety note was brought to you by carburetorsandmore.com. If you need a carburetor rebuilt, come to me. With more than 24 years experience, and just me, my dad taught me how to do this, and he'd been doing it since the 50s. We can do it. We don't do outboard motors or governor carburetors or side drafts, generally. Or lawnmower carburetors. But we can do it. We got parts. We can do it. That we can do. Alright, hold on a second. Come on now. Here we go. Can do it. Ah, there we go. That's cooking with peanut oil. Come on. You know you want to get off there. You told me that last night. You said you wouldn't be difficult. Now, come on. There we go. That's much better. Sometimes you have to convince them, you know. You got to tell them, hey, let's not do this in public. I will embarrass you, because that's how I roll. And then she usually says something like, you like a Tootsie Roll, like a big fat Tootsie Roll? Like, no, I'm not a big fat Tootsie Roll. Thank you very much. She just giggles and walks off. But enough about talking to my dog. Da 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 da. Okay, stay on the floor then. Oh, I need you. Sorry. You have to come back. Baby, come back. I need your help right now with this part here. I gotta take it off. Ooh, ooh. Baby, come back. I don't know, something about got a hold on something, or he got bit by a rattlesnake, or something. I don't know, something. I was never old enough to listen to that music, even when I was old enough. I was more of a bang your head up and up till you get a headache. Then your brains flop around your head. That was my style. And in the 90s, oh, the music was awful. Pantera was pretty good. Until they started going weird and get nuts. But they were good. Country was amazing, but country music was amazing. Rap was pretty cool. I mean, they were, you know, glamming up the gangsta life, which I didn't very much approve of. But I always got a kick out of the white dude who lived in the White House in the white neighborhood, talking about how he's the real OG. And yeah, okay, Sherman. It's usually some white dude. Hey, it wiggled. Dude, right on. Baby, oh, I know why, because it's stuck in the hole there. Yep. Time for some WD-40. Where is that at? Where was I reading this? You know, I was reading on the bigger cans of these that it's companies in San Diego, but on the bigger 24-ounce can it says not for sale or not legal in California for the bigger cans, bigger than this. Wonder why. Oh, fun fact for that. I always found that to be very, very strange. Yeah, you can make a product here, but you can't sell it here. Huh? That makes a whole lot of sense. You ever like to use the wrong tool for the job just to see if you can do it? Happens to me a lot. Not that I want to, it's just that my brain sees it as a challenge instead of, hey dude, we got to get stuff done. Hey, let's see if we can tear this apart with the smallest tool possible. A little inefficient, but still gets the job done. See? We got to take its top hat off. We're going to fix this with a different one. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Y'all remember the old McDonald's thing? Over 1 billion burgers sold. I like that one better than I'm loving it. I'm loving what? Prices going up. The fact you changed your grease formula for your French fries, so now they get cold in about 35 seconds. They have the fries there have two temperatures: burn the skin off the top of your mouth and your tongue, or cold as ice and hard as a rock. And seeing how I'm not a penguin, cold as ice and hard as a rock, it does not make me happy. So, one more thing in the net, and I'm done. Take this off, yeah. Do you know what the BMW stands for? Bavarian Motor Works? Yep. That is true. It's a true story. Made it up myself. If you don't believe me, go look it up. And the blue and white in the BMW logo is the symbol of an airplane propeller going around in the air. The white's the propeller and the blue is the sky. And in the cancel culture days, since that's what we're in now, everybody seems to want to cancel everybody because somebody looked at somebody and went boo, and I don't like the way you said boo, and I think you're talking about my ancestry or your ancestry or his or her or its or Frog's gender or whatever. I don't know why they don't cancel Mercedes and BMW. After all, they did sponsor the Luftwaffe that killed, you know, lots of people in the war. Go look it up. That's history. My dad was a big fan of Mercedes-Benz. He had a nice one. I didn't like it. I had to ride in the back and wasn't a fan. But let's see. Let's try this and see if we can knock this sucker loose. That's one thing keeping me from being done. Oh, is it going up? Is it going up? Hey. Fat Albert. Can't say that no more. So it'd be, hey. What would you call it? Can't call him fat. You can't call him melaninly challenged. That's white people, because we ain't have no melanin. That's the pigment in your skin. Determines skin color. So white people aren't white people. We're melaninly challenged. So now we have something we can whine about too. I'm melaninly challenged. I can't go in the sun. Alrighty then. There we go. We got it. Woohoo! Yay! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Alright. Yep. See? Got us a nice carburetor here. Give you a nice close up on it. Yep. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. To quote the 70s song, the former theme song from former President Trump when he was with the show, money, 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 money. All right. That's what was sticking in there. This thing here, you had to... It's some sort of valve that goes up and down that raises these things, and these deals here, they open up this air passage here, right there, gives it more air. It's supposed to help lean the mixture out to make it run better. It makes it run worse, but you know, politicians getting into car making and tell people what to do. It's pretty stupid. Yep. Okay, folks, that's all we got for today, for this one, at least. So, thanks for hanging out with me while I ramble on. Not the song from Zeppelin. Good song, though. But, that is all for today. Remember, if you need your carburetor rebuilt, don't do it yourself. Don't waste your time. Send it to me. Let me fix it. That's my job. Carburetorsandmore.com. 832-221. If you know it, say it. 4007.